For this video, I'm going to be looking at specifically the vocabulary section. Um, each PowerPoint has a vocabulary section. For this one, I'm specifically looking at chapters 4 through 6, but the information in this video will help you with all of these unfamiliar words to come forward. Going forward. And again, these PowerPoints can be found on Canvas. If you needed a printout, that was made available to you, and they're also on Classcraft if you have access to that. So whichever way you're accessing information, this will help you help on slides 2 through 4 of most of those PowerPoints. So the vocabulary words, sometimes there are words in the vocabulary section that we don't use, or they say that they're spelled wrong. I didn't spell them wrong. That's how they're spelled in the book. And the reason they're spelled differently is because there are two versions of English. You have your UK version and the US version. Now the UK, that's your United Kingdom, that's England, Scotland, Ireland, and then obviously the US is the US. So the UK, the reason we have two different versions of English is because back in the 18th century, people were just spelling words however they wanted to. And so no one was really agreeing on how to spell words until, and that was fine until they started publishing dictionaries. And everybody was like, well, I like this version better. And so they had to decide which version was the one that they were going to use. And so the UK used, they follow Samuel Johnson. And then the US, we follow Noah Webster. Webster's dictionary came from Noah Webster. And so our spellings are set in stone based off of the dictionaries that we use. That's how we came to agree on the spellings. So, for example, color. The UK version is, the US version is, it's just a cultural thing. It's just it's not that one's right or wrong. It's just that's the version of the dictionary they use. Um, tire is another one. So the UK version and the US version. And you'll see lots of words in this book that you're like, that is not how that is spelled. It is. It's just not how we spell it. It doesn't make it wrong. It's just different. It's just different. Um, and I'm not saying that all people in the UK use that version. That's not the case. I mean, you can spell it however you want. This is common and acceptable in the UK, where it would not be acceptable in the US. We would not. I would not say that that's how we would spell that here. I don't know that that would be acceptable. So throughout the book, again, if you're reading and you get stumped on a word and you're like, I don't understand it, or when you're looking at the PowerPoint and you go, why is this word spelled incorrectly? That's how it's spelled in the book, and that makes sense because if you go back to that first set of slides, John Boyne is from Ireland. So he uses the Johnson's Dictionary of the English Language, where here in the U.S. we use the Webster's Dictionary. Um, so yeah, just a little clarification. A lot of times students get confused, and I just wanted to clarify with you that sometimes words will be different because the author is a British national who is writing from his own set of terms, and So it will not meet what we know, but it doesn't make it wrong. So when you're doing the study guides, you just continue to, um, again, you just click and type, writing sentences that relate to the events in that chapter.